Sony and Microsoft may be planning to integrate in-game ads into free-to-play games. However, it's not quite intrusive as you might initially think, or at least I thought. Alrighty, Stallions and Stallionettes, welcome to the Gamer Heaven. I am your host, AK40 Kevin. If you see a slew of boxes over my shoulder, I'm not a pack rat, I'm not hoarding. We are building a high-end PC in the near future, hence the 3080 Ti, the Core i9, which you can't really see because it's dark over there, and the 1000-watt Gold Plus power supply that's behind the Ti, and that Antec Torque metal and acrylic case. So if you have been looking to build your first gaming PC, this is going to be an in-depth walkthrough, step-by-step with timestamps, so make sure you subscribe so you catch that video. Plus, even if you have no interest in building your own PC or don't have the budget for it, you can just hang out and watch me slap some stuff together and hopefully not cause a fire. Sharing my screen, I have a couple of articles pulled up that will be cited or sourced down there in the description below, as I do anytime I cover any news in the gaming community or industry. This is from today from The Verge, and it states Sony is reportedly working to bring advertisements to free-to-play PlayStation games. According to a report from Insider Magazine and Web, the ads would appear in games that are meant to give game developers a way to monetize their work and encourage them to keep building free-to-play games. I get that. That sounds good and all. You want to support the developers, especially for indie games that have virtually no budget. In-game ads could be insanely intrusive. If it's something like a video that pops up in the middle of gameplay, that's a no-go. Or even videos playing in the lobby in between match when you're trying to kit up and change some stuff in your loadout could be a real pain in the urethra tip. Luckily, that's not how it's going down. The in-game ads are expected to launch by end of the year and would appear in inconspicuous places within the game, like billboards. So my personal opinion, don't bite my head off. I'm all about not having advertisements in games. However, if they are going to implement it and we have no choice as the gaming community, this is a very good way of implementing it, to where you're driving through the city streets in Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row if they ever drop a new one of those, and you see billboards of real companies. Actually, I think that would be more immersive because they're real companies you know, as opposed to fictitious made-up ones. Players could also get rewards for watching advertisements, and the ads would be sold through a private marketplace. I'm not a huge fan of this, people getting rewards for watching ads. So those that skip the ads, which would be most people, they would skip the ad after 3 to 5 seconds whenever they're able to click the button to do so, and they wouldn't get rewards. Granted, it's most likely something stupid like some cosmetic skins. I doubt it's anything game-changing like pay to play, but not great. Sources told Insider Magazine that Sony hasn't yet decided if it would take a portion of the ad revenue, but is considering having developers and publishers pay for consumer data. So in my opinion, it would be savagely surprising if Sony does not take a portion or a cut of the advertisements, because we have seen Sony do very Apple-like stuff, charging developers to list their games, being the last platform to jump on board the crossplay train, and pulling some very anti-consumer, pro-industry or profit moves in the past. I did make an entire video on that topic about a year and a half ago. It was prior to the PS5 launching, and that was over a year ago that the new consoles have been out, the 9th generation home consoles. That's insane. But even if Sony isn't going to take a portion of the ad revenue, it looks like they are going to sell your personal data, your marketing information, to third-party companies. So that's not great either for those that are all about privacy and think their Alexa devices are spying on them. They're not going to like that. I tell you that right now. But believe it or not, it's not just Sony doing this. Microsoft is in the same boat, the advertising boat, grabbing the same paddle. The paddle it's smacking our tuchuses or our rumps. Microsoft is reportedly working on a program that will let brands showcase advertisements within free-to-play Xbox games. Ads won't disrupt gameplay and may appear on a billboard in a racing game, for example. So something like having the pit crew in a racing game, wearing real companies as sponsors in their fire suit or tracksuit, driving through the city streets of Grand Theft Auto and seeing billboards wouldn't be terrible. In my opinion, if we are going to have ads in games, that's probably the least intrusive way of implementing them. I wasn't too surprised of the news that Sony was planning on implementing ads, considering they pulled a lot of anti-consumer, pro-profit for the executive moves in the past, and they need to make their money somewhere. Both Sony and Microsoft have admitted that they are taking losses on the 9th generation consoles, the Series S and X and the PlayStation 5, but Xbox makes their money with their Game Pass subscription service, and Sony makes their money with their dank banger SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment first-party exclusives, and also their accessories such as extra DualSense controllers and the Pulse 3D headset, and media remote, and charging dock, and all that other shit. But it did surprise me that Microsoft is jumping on that bandwagon with the in-game ads, considering they simply don't need advertisements in games from a monetary standpoint. We see that with examples of them acquiring companies like ZeniMax Media Group for $7.5 billion with a B. How about the pending acquisition of Activision Blizzard for almost $69 billion with a B. Now, Sony's market value is $135 billion, and you might say, whoa, Nelly, that's a big number. But come over here to Microsoft, $2,138.86 billion. That's why Microsoft is throwing massive money into their Xbox gaming department, more specifically their Game Pass subscription, and acquiring a ton of first-party studios. So I was rather surprised to see the news of them implementing in-game ads, because they simply don't need to. And just to reiterate, this is only going to be on free-to-play games, and I do not foresee it being on the large platform free-to-play games such as Fortnite and Warzone, simply because those games earn so much with cosmetics in their stores, and kids swiping their mom's purse for V-Bucks and COD points. They have such a large player base of recurring players and such a large profit margin in their stores that I don't foresee those platforms needing or wanting to implement in-game ads. However, smaller multiplayer games that might have hardcore cult followings probably will start seeing these ads on PlayStation and Xbox by the end of this year. It's unfortunate, but if they do implement the ads as they hinted to here, such as billboards or maybe on an avatar's clothing, that's not the end of the world, at least in my book. Peace. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out Gamer Advantage, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding, starting June I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily, all the time, 60% of the time, sometimes, most of the time. Peace.